Michael Phelps, another guy, or another
Michael
somebody that
Phelps.
you known for a long time.
Yeah.
How would you describe how competitive the two of you were with one another?
I want to say, because I was part of it, it's like a Magic Johnson and Larry Bird type rivalry. I mean, it was awesome. I had so much fun because it's Michael Phelps, the best swimmer ever. And I was in his era, and I was able to beat him. And he was beating me, and we were just going back and forth, and we respected each other so much. And I mean, he's been through a lot just like I have, and he's overcome it. And we still talk now that he's not swimming.
What will you talk about?
You know, after Rio and everything, I was in a dark place, and I was just reaching out, being like, I need help. Somebody help me. And he was giving me advice. I'm like, how can you do this? Like after being like, have everyone hated on you, how can you get back in the water and still like train for your goal? Like, how can you do this? And he's like, you just gotta look to your family. And like him telling me like little goals. So in swimming terms, we have like, you take 6 kicks for every 1 stroke.
Okay.
So it's called a 6-speed kick. And he was like, just try that and call me later after the month and see how you feel. So I tried it, and I mean, my legs were like rock solid. I was hauling ass. I was like, you little shit. It's like, dang it. How do you know all these things? I think I like him now better than when me and him raced against each other.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, though, right?
Not just because like I'm not racing against him, is because he's grown up a lot. He has a family now, so I honestly think like once you have like kids of your own, like life changes. And he's here to help now. Like he wouldn't give me out pointers when we were racing against each other, no. But yeah, he's giving out pointers. Like he wants to be a role model for everyone.
When you guys were competing against one another, describe what those competitions were like.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna whoop you. Like it wasn't negative. It was more like, you know, you're gonna have to pull everything out of you in order to beat me, because I'm not gonna go down that easy. And that's how our mentality was. I think he says this still to this day, like out of all his competitors he's ever raced against, I'm his hardest competitor, because I never back down.
I mean, that would make sense too. You're outside of him, you're the most accomplished swimmer ever.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, like those kind of things, I mean, go through one ear, out the other. But when he said that, it kind of stuck with me. I'm like, wow, that's like, am I that good? Like, I don't know.
It seems like you don't view yourself in the same way that your achievement should warrant.
No, not at all. Why? Like, if people like say, oh my God, you're like a superstar, you're like, you have all these gold medals, world records. I'm like, oh, I do? Oh, awesome, sweet. It's not, I'm not gonna be like, oh, check this out. Like, I'm not like that at all.
If he was never a swimmer, do you think your results would be better or worse?
See, I have to say yes and no, just because we pushed each other. There's been sets in practice where I'm like, you know, if Phelps did this, he'd go even faster. So I'd like push myself even harder, just because I know he's out there training just as hard. But then again, like, just my mentality of me wanting to just get better and get faster, if it wasn't there, maybe I would have all these more like world records, more gold medals. I don't know. All I know is that during the Phelps era, we pushed each other and we made the best swimmer out of each other.